Hello, 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 it's Ginno here today with the new Tayeon comeback. This is Voice. It's a Japanese release actually. I wasn't really expecting it. I saw the teaser yesterday and I was like, Taeyeon's having another comeback. She literally just released last season, which was a single. It was Korean. It was very, very nice. But funnily enough, she's actually released an album called My Voice before. So, it's cool. I never know how to start off bloody videos. It's awful. Anyway, this is Voice. It's part of a mini album that is out now. I've already downloaded it. Taeyeon, of course, of Girls' Generation, one of the most famous groups in the world. Herself, a high-selling solo star. Very famous. Very famous. She's released some really, really good albums over the past couple of years. I've been impressed with pretty much all of her solo work. She also does some really, really good features. So, I mean, I'm always looking forward to her solo work. And yeah, this is another example. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Allons-y. Complete silence, right?
All the voices in my heart.
Ooh. Little bit of reverb on the vocals. Grandish piano. It's a pretty... What is it? It sounds like a filtered piano there. Pretty tinny drum set. But it's got that bass kick as well that's pretty intense. Great setup for the music video. It's an amazing setup. Really crashing, like, cacophony of instruments there. Really intense drums. That electric guitar is really quite surprising. Really nicely mixed. Piano sounds a lot more vibrant here, less filtered. Definite J-rock influence on this, but still pretty pop heavy. Fantastic vocal delivery. Okay. Slight vocal alterations there. More stylistic than anything. Ooh, that was kind of funny. Not sure whether that look suits Taeyeon. Okay. I like the general setup of the song. I would just say some of the instrumentation is a little bit plain. The music video was great. So, I mean, it was a pretty simple sort of pop rock song. Definitely some Japanese influence. It was more sort of traditional J-rock than sort of the modern, all over the place experimental J-rock that you get. There were some really interesting choices for the instruments. You know, at the beginning we had this really muted sort of deeply layered, filtered piano, which was an interesting choice because it started off pretty grand and then it just sort of faded into this transitorial period, and I wasn't so keen on that as far as the introduction goes. I also thought the electric guitar at times was a little bit jarring in terms of the track. It was fairly high tempo and the guitar just sounded a little bit rushed. The vocal delivery was really impressive though. I also like the little bits of vocal alterations, not something you really hear on Taeyeon ever. Most of her songs are more sort of pop ballady or just pure pop songs, something where it's a little bit more rock, and there was some experimental portions, but the vocal alterations were very strange. And I think it was perfect for this sort of song, especially how they balanced in with the music video during that time period. This is something I like about a lot of SM's releases in Japan. They tend to be a little bit more on the experimental side, tend to try a different sound. They're trying to appeal to a Japanese market rather than a Korean market, which is definitely different. It's very distinct. And I'm glad that Taeyeon didn't just go for the usual sort of pop ballad or soft pop ballad or whatever, because this was quite effective. You know, I have my qualms with some of the instrumental choices, but overall it's a pretty decent track. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Follow me on Twitter because I post album reviews there. I'll talk about the mini album if you're interested. This is going to be Ginno signing out. See you guys soon.